City Club. Y'all done enough.
No justice, no peace, no racist police.
Enough is enough.
Somebody imagined shackles on black wrists, and yet people believed it to make it true. Somebody imagined borders, and enough people believed it to make it true. Somebody imagined police, and enough people believed it to make it true. So we have to be the diviners of change, the disruptors of truth. We must imagine differently.
We have to stop the nonsense and take back our communities, and we have to police ourselves. Fight like Ali for your life.
This event has been deemed an unlawful assembly. You need to disperse to the east now. Failure to comply with this lawful order may subject you to arrest and forced
System of policing has got to go.
Say her name. Say her name. Who looks like they're dressed for a riot? Us or them?
Our lives matter. Black lives matter.
It could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been anybody out here, man.
One injustice, one place is an injustice in every place. And we gotta come together.
A Yoga Leroy birthday show. Everybody put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend. You know him as Leon. You know him as Leroy. You know him as awesome. Yoga Leroy! That's me. That's how you introduce yourself. Listen, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my house. Welcome everybody on stream. Thank you for streaming. This is my first time doing a little comedy show in my backyard. It feels fun. It feels like a real show. I got people here. We're social distancing. We're wearing our masks. We're being weird, okay? And, you know, we're staying safe or something. I built a little stage here. Listen, comics. Don't fall off this stage. But if you do, make a bit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it funny. You know, like fall funny. That's all I'm saying. But there's corners here. You know, these are cinder blocks. There's some corners here. You might, you know. Thank you guys for coming out. This is my second streaming show. I feel like this is going to be better than the first one, even though the first one was fun and it was good. But we didn't have as much of an audience. It was a little bit, it was, you know, it was what it was. I don't know about you guys, but not a lot of jokes being written these days. You know, not a lot of jokes being written, just a lot of sad diary stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of sadness writing. But I do got a lot to be thankful for, man. I just moved. I moved into this nice house, big backyard. I'm really thankful. I got fantastic neighbors who are in the audience right now. Fantastic, like great neighbors. Great neighbors. They built an extra 2 feet on the wall, so I don't have to look at them at all now. You know what I'm saying? They just finished their wall, and let's clap it up for the wall. You know. That's the thing about like when you go from an apartment to a house, it's like you're doing that for more privacy, you know? You're doing that for a little bit more space. Like I'm at the age where it's like I just need a little bit more space. Not that I don't like people. I like people. I just want to be away from you guys a little bit more. Just a safe distance. I told my wife, and this is how you know me and my wife are so different. I told my wife that I was going to do something for my birthday. And she was like, you know, if you're going to do something for your birthday, I think you should go around the neighborhood and and knock on the doors and tell our neighbors that you're going to do something for your birthday. I was like a sex offender? That's what you want me to go around and knock in the neighborhood and tell hey guys. And here's the thing, like, this is why I asked my wife, I was like, okay, so if you invited people over, would you go around the neighborhood and knock on doors? So why do I have to? You know, why do I have to? Because all my friends are degenerates? Is that why? Is that, you know, like, that's crazy. And you know, like, and the funny thing is, like, everybody in this neighborhood like enjoys their house. Like, I'm seeing everybody have little get-togethers in the neighborhood. The other day, my mother-in-law was like, "Oh, across the street, they're having a party. They got a lot of people coming up, and it looks like they're having a party." I was like, "No, they're not. Not until they knock on our door and let us know. Then they could have a party." Come on, man. I didn't move into a house to knock on doors and let everybody know when I want to have a visit, you know? That's what happens when you marry a white woman, you know? Make you do all this extra shit. And then when I told her to do it, it was like out of the question. I'm like, what if Jalen had a birthday party? Would he have to go around the neighborhood? And Jalen's my son. Would he have to go around the neighborhood, knock on the doors? No, just me, because I'm aggressive, I guess. I don't know. Okay, what else are we going to talk about? How many more minutes? I'm streaming on this Twitch channel. I'm really done with Instagram Live, Instagram and things like that. I don't know how you guys feel about social media. I really hate it. Since the pandemic, I've been forced to interact with social media way more than I really intend in my life, you know? And I went from being a yoga instructor, teaching yoga to a packed room, to now teaching yoga to a camera, screaming at a phone. And most of the time it's like one person. It's like Amy. It's like, you know. But now I'm on Twitch. Hey, Twitch. Hey, protest party. Now we're doing this on Twitch. I don't think I'm gonna be funny today, but you know, I got a good lineup today. Let me see if there's anything else I want to rant about before I bring somebody else up. Oh yeah. I guess I should talk about how old I'm turning. I'm turning 39. One more year till I kill myself, right? Yeah. I'm turning 39. You know, starting a midlife crisis during a pandemic is just really not the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the extra midlife crisis. I've been doing a good job. I bought an orange car. I got a nice midlife crisis car. It is dope. And, you know, because it's orange, people pull up to me all the time trying to race, and I have to roll down my window and let them know it's a Kia. It's still a Kia, you know, it looks nice, but this is still a Kia. We're not racing. But it was good meeting you, you know, like, it's good meeting you. All right. Listen, I got a lot of good comics coming to the stage. They have been working on material, so it's going to be a good show. After the show, we're going to have an open mic. I don't know if I'm going to stream that as well, but please stay for the open mic. You never know with these open mics. You know, it's like a roll of the dice. You know, you never know what is going to be said. But this is going to be a good time. I'm going to bring up my first comic. My first comic is my man. Me and this dude, we've been hanging real tough during quarantine. He's working on a transformation. I have been training him. He did my yoga class this morning. He killed it. I was impressed to watch this big fat guy do yoga. It was really fantastic. I really thought I was gonna be laughing the whole time, but he was doing it. I was like, yo, look at this big old fat guy doing yoga. It was awesome. He knows he's fat, you know, like he knows he's fat. Like I could say, like it's not mean if he. That's why he's trying to lose weight, because he knows he's fat. He's under 300 now. We got him under. That's big. That's big. He started at, what'd you start at, Travis? 315. Man, we got him under 300. We're going to get him to 270. And then once he hits 240, we're going to Vegas, people. You know what I'm talking about? We're about to paint the town. All right, so y'all put your hands together to my man, the myth, the legend, Travis Clyburn. Hold. Make it official. Safe. We're safe.
There it is. Oh, I got one more time for Leon. It's his birthday, everybody. Fuck yeah. Oh my goodness. There goes all my fat material. Right, guys? He already said it. Okay. I'm 288 now, which is not, yeah. But I used to be 220, so but I was 370. I used to be it's a roller coaster if you're a fat, by the way. I don't know if you have that problem. It's just constantly you're like, I'm on keto, now I'm on paleo, now I hate myself. Now I just eat cake and cry. That's the process when you're constantly trying to lose weight. I was 370 when I was 19 years old, by the way, which there's no good age to be 370, but if you're 19 and you're 370, it makes your doctor sad. That's a fun fact. I literally went there. I thought I pulled a muscle, right? And they gave me these x-rays and stuff. And she was, she gave me these x-rays and I thought she was going to come in and tell me about the pulled muscle. And she walks in, she goes, Travis, I have bad news. You have a fatty liver. And I'm like, that's rude as shit. Why'd you say that to my face like that? Do you guys know that fatty livers are a real medical condition? They couldn't get a good Latin name like Fatterus liverus maximus or something. No, they're like, hey, fatty, your liver's fat as shit. It's hurtful, man. This is a fun fact. Like I said, I was 19 when I was 370, right? And I was engaged when I was 19 because I'm from the sticks in Ohio, okay? When you're 19, you find the hottest thing that'll touch you and you lock it down forever. You know what I mean? That's what you do in the middle of the country. You just try to reproduce, you know? So it didn't work out. She actually ended up cheating on me with a skinny guy, which gets you right in the fatty feels. You know what I mean? Right in the malnourished heart. Get you, right? So what is why I started comedy. I was 19 too. I just started comedy. I decided I was going to go do a show at Morty's Comedy Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. Right? I was going to go, and I decided it was a month after she had cheated on me and left the house and stuff. I was like, I'm going to go talk about it on stage. That'll be a good idea. Well, comics, I don't know if any comics out here, wait for that shit to ruminate a little bit. You know what I mean? Wait for your feelings to go away. Don't just go to Indianapolis and start screaming at the strangers about how much of a whore your ex is. You know what I mean? I calm down because I went up there and I bombed miserably. It was really bad. Right? And then after the show, this woman comes up to me and she's like, can I take your picture on stage? And I was like, I bombed so bad. Are you putting me on a list? What's going on right now, right? And anyway, I got on stage. I love attention. So I got on stage and she takes my picture and she goes, and send. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, it turns out that was the wife of the owner of Morty's, and she had just sent my picture to Ralphie May's wife because they were best friends because of how much I looked exactly like Ralphie May, guys. I don't know if you've ever been compared to the fattest comic to ever be on stage ever at 19, but you just start losing weight, you know? You just... It's ridiculous. don't let it happen. It made me funnier, I think. Like I said, I'm originally from Ohio. Ohio's kind of trying to open back up now, you know? They're on the Trump train, so they're like, no mask, pussies. You know, they're not smart. Ohio, I hope people can't tell this right off the bat, but I'm actually what scientists call white trash. Anybody else? Like on a genetic level, you know what I mean? Like my mitochondria is mostly Mountain Dew, if we're being, you know what I mean? Like I've got white blood cells, but they're white trash blood cells, so they fight COVID in a Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's true. I'll give you an example. If you don't believe how white trash I am, just a little information. My mom's name is Patty Trout. That's actually her name. Patty Trout. Sounds like something you wouldn't order at a truck stop diner. Like the last time I got the Patty Trout, I had a case of the Mud Bud. I ain't going to order that again. Patty Trout. I never had an uncle because my dad's an only child and my mom only had her sister, Marianne. All right. By the way, Marianne smokes 4 packs of USA Golds a day. All right. Powerful. By the way, if you don't know what USA Golds are, congratulations, you have some money. That's what that means. It's a cigarette of the poor is what that is. 4 packs a day. She also said out loud one time, I haven't had a drink of water in 12 years because Diet Coke tastes so good. I know it's real. My favorite thing about my set sometimes is I just say what's real and everyone laughs. And I'm like, oh, that's just what my aunt says. Well, like I said, I never had an uncle, so my uncles were just whoever Marianne happened to marry, all right? So as you imagine, it was a colorful cast of characters, all right? Husband number 1 was Mike. Mike had a tooth right up front, guys, right up front. I called it the Marine of teeth because it just stood front line, you know what I mean? It's the war of methamphetamines entered his mouth. Front line. You know, now that I think about it, it was more of a tusk, you know what I mean? That thing would not yield. I once watched him use it to open a can of ravioli. He poured it in some Tupperware and microwaved it. And that's what I ate that day. The second husband was Tony. Tony was Mike's older brother. Of course, yeah, of course. Keep it in the family. Keep that tree fucking going right up there. You know what I mean, guys? Really was. He had a scorpion tattoo that he got on his hand in the federal penitentiary. He spent 15 years in the federal penitentiary for what I like to call the distribution of methamphetamine. Right? Sounds a little fancier than saying, oh, he sold a lot of meth, guys. A great deal. Do you know how many years you get for selling meth across state lines? You get a minimum of 10, which means he sold 5 years more worth of meth across state lines. It was a regular Walter White trash. I really enjoyed that. That one lands sometimes. Okay. Thanks. Was that the light? No? Oh, good, because I have way more white trash shit to talk about. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. Anybody grow up like with a weird religion? Something that's just a little off the beaten path? What'd you grow up with? Jehovah's Witness? Oh, that's solid. I grew up Pentecostal. You guys know what Pentecostal is? That's where they slap the shit out of you for Christ. Pow! You know what I mean? Call my refrigerator was holy rollers. A lot of revivals, kind of just like this, just outside. There's a canopy, you know. I went to my first Pentecostal revival with my mom when I was 9 years old, right? And I'm sitting front row. The guy to the left of me is speaking in tongues, doing all that stuff, right? And the guy to the right of my mom jumps up and does 3 laps around the church because that's what happens when the Spirit enters you. You just start running around, right? Now, they bring this. I'm a little suspicious. It all seems a little bit weird to me, right? Even being only 9. But they bring this lady up on stage and they're going to cure her of her lung cancer, right? I'm like, oh, crap, this is crazy, right? And then they bring this lady up. 2 members of the church hold out her arms. The pastor revs up and he's like, in the name of the Father, demons be gone. And he slaps the piss out of her. And then she spits something out of her mouth. I'm like, is that a demon? Was that the lung cancer? What was that? But I'm front row, so it just rolled to my feet. And I'm like, oh, this is a chicken gizzard. I've eaten these before. Yeah, they covered it in ink to make it look more like a demon, too. That's not the craziest. That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to my family and crazy religions, though, because I have family members that are part of the Snake Handling Church of West Virginia. You guys know what that is? Oh, that's some fun stuff right there. If you don't know what they are, they're Pentecostals, but they also believe that snakes are the physical personification of the devil. And if they can speak in tongues and hold snakes and not get bit, then they're holy and without sin, which we can all agree is dumb as fuck. Yeah, that's really stupid. That's the worst way to do Christianity for sure. I got you. This is fun. I don't like them because they cheat. They anesthetize the snakes. They give them like Snake's Annex, basically, right? Like if you believe, go raw snake. You know what I mean? Right? But the one time the pastor just started to believe his own bullshit a little too much, right? And he got himself a rhino pit viper. And what he didn't know is they got a super fast metabolism. So when they gave it the old Snake's Annex, it burned through it like that, right? So the pastor's got his little snake snatchel. He's like, I have here one of the deadliest snakes known to man. A rhino. Yeah, it bit him right in the face, guys. It bit him right in the face. Killed him in 5 minutes, guys. It's crazy, right? You know what my favorite part of that story is? That church is still a thing. They watched the devil kill their leader, and not one of them went, fuck this, I'm out of here, guys. They still do it. All right, I'm Travis Clyburn. Thank you so much. Let's get Leon back up here. Thank you so much. There it is.
Travis made a good point. I mean, we're like, comics are always spitting on the mic and eating each other's saliva. Like, we've already had COVID like 3 years ago, you know? Like, we had it already. We've already beat it. I don't know what you guys been doing for your quarantine, but I've been watching all of the episodes of Naked and Afraid. Anybody fucking with Naked and Afraid? You can learn a lot about humanity watching Naked and Afraid. The biggest thing I've learned about humanity is food is better than sex. They want to fuck for maybe 20 minutes. And as soon as that fucking tummy starts growling, it's like, let's kill something and eat it. Like, all right. The next comic that I'm bringing up, another light-skinned brother such as myself. I gotta tell this story. He invited me to a mic the other day. I was so excited. I love when comics do things, right? I showed up to Highland Park. That's where it was, David? Highland Park? MacArthur Park? And there were crackheads on the stage. And I was like, I don't know if I feel safe. And I'm a big black dude. You know? I was like, I'm gonna pass on this one. But I love you, and I love that you're doing stuff with your life, you know? I'm at that age where it's like, you know, like, I gotta make some better decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, if the crack is he gonna stay up there? Is that like a prop or what? So he's gonna stay up there the whole time? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. But this is my man right here, funny guy. He's been on my shows. He's done the Give Me Juice show several times, and he is gonna be fantastic tonight. Give it up for my man, David Jackson. Let me wipe it off.
Safe. Thank you. Guys, keep it going. Happy birthday, Leon. Happy fucking birthday. Give it up for Leon. We're just all doing a real show during COVID. This is awesome. I do a show at MacArthur Park. It's in Crackhead's living room. They live on a stage, a pavilion of sorts. And oh, you're good. No, you can have the mic. Now, I do a show on MacArthur Park, and a lot of they're doing drugs like in the public on the stage while we're doing stand-up comedy. It makes it very interactive. The other day we were doing comedy, and you know what? I hope there's no kids out here. There was someone getting a BJ behind me on the stage while I was doing comedy. And people were still listening to me. It was really cool. It was a great moment in time. I enjoyed it. It's Tuesdays at 5. You guys should come by if you're feeling dangerous. People just don't care there. It's a mixture of like, there are crackheads, there are real families hanging out, there are people reading on trees, there are like aspiring soccer players. There are little kids, like 3-year-olds, that just aren't, parentally advised, just running around in MacArthur Park. There's brave kids, brave, who I don't know what they're gonna grow up and end up to be. Superheroes, I imagine. Crack babies. They have strength already. The kid, when he ripped the mic from my hand, because there's a kid that hopped on stage to do comedy, I guess. He was like 3. He ripped the mic from me. He had super strength. I'm like a 29-year-old man. He just ripped it. He's 3. It's nerve-wracking. I'm in a new chapter of my life right now, guys. I just moved from North Hollywood to Koreatown. It was a big move for me. Thank you. I also, I just purchased a bidet for myself. Okay. Potentially a horrible decision, maybe, because I just feel unnecessarily confident, guys. Like you give a bidet to a poor black kid, it's no different than giving him a Lamborghini. Okay, I just feel incredible. Like I feel like a rich white woman all the time. I can just say shit, anything to anybody. It's all confidence, just fucking. I just don't care anymore. I just like. Do you guys have? Does anyone else here have a bidet? One per. You get it. Okay. What else? You guys are just wiping with dry paper already? Just, filth, guys. Fucking get a bidet. Ridiculous. I like it. I got clean ass energy right now. I'm wearing white underwear for no reason. Just fuck it. Got nothing to hide. Okay. I'm not even wearing underwear right now. I'm just wearing just my pants. That's how clean ass confident I am right now. It could be detrimental. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna do whatever I want now. I've made it. Once you get a bidet or a Lamborghini, you made it. They're $100. You can just buy one right now. It'll be at your house tomorrow. You could be famous like me. I've been listening to different kinds of music recently, just exploring, it's COVID, whatever. I've been listening to a lot of Beethoven, actually. Anyone else Beethoven fans here? Do you know Beethoven is the original Drake? Like he was just dropping hits nonstop, just back to back, only hits. Like people were just walking around in the 1700s like, yo, you heard that new Beethoven album now? Shit, fucking slaps. Are you kidding me? Symphony number 5? In C major, nigga? Out of here. That's how people acted in the 1700s. Just hype. I'm mad at black people still right now. Because it recently occurred to me, like we've been through a lot of shit, black people. But it recently occurred to me that we did something horrible. So black people, we took pit bulls and made them the black people of the animal community. So somehow now everyone's racist against pit bulls now. Even I walk my dog, and when I see a pit bull, I cross the street. I don't know. I don't trust that dog. It was like we're going through a rough time. We're like, you know what? We're going to take this dog down. Now they're not allowed in certain neighborhoods. It's messed up, guys. All I'm saying is I've never met a pit bull who ain't got a daddy in the pound. Really. It's sad. I mean, you can laugh. My dog's half pit bull. I had to raise him, this is like the 60s for you guys, okay? It gets better. Barking Luther King didn't die for nothing, buddy. All right, I'll leave you guys on this. What's worse than ants in your pants? Uncles in your pants. That is way worse, guys. Thanks. My name is David Jackson. Round of applause for Leon, Leroy, 5 names, Edwards.
Give it up for David Jackson. Oh my God, I'm gonna be the first one to fall off the stage. I said I was gonna be the first one to fall off the stage. When I see white women with no mask, I cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Now's our time. You know what I'm talking about? Time is now. This next young lady coming to the stage, we met in a cult. We're blood brothers and sisters for life. There's a huge backstory that I'm not gonna tell you. She's amazing. She's an actress. She's a model. She's a hilarious stand-up comedian. Y'all put your hands together for Leah Richardson. Clap, clap, clap. Clap while white. Clap while white.
Such weird times. I guess I could take it off. Whoa, weird. That's my face. I don't even remember what it looks like anymore. Yeah, true, Leon. I don't have a joke about it, but we did meet in a cult. So we did that, trauma bonding. So, but it's turned into like a real bond, but it started with the trauma, like artists trying to find themselves. It's a scary thing. So I haven't done this in so long. Let's see if I remember how. Whoa, who am I? Let's see. So this time in quarantine's been interesting, right? Like everyone's real introspective, I feel like, and like reevaluating, reflecting, This guy I used to hook up with, is in a 12-step program. And I guess one of the steps is to call and make amends. So he called me up, it's just that time. Everyone's calling everyone. And he called me up and I thought it was weird he wanted to make amends with me because I felt no ill will towards this person. I was like, that's weird. And he was like, hey, Leah, I'm calling you because I feel like I was really inappropriate with you in the past. You don't know this, but one time I slipped an Adderall into your drink because you were really drunk and I was worried you were going to pass out before I could sleep with you. And I was like, you roofied me with Adderall? Like, of all the drugs? And I was like, oh my God, that's why I was wide awake with diarrhea organizing your bookshelf. Like, we're just in two totally different mindsets, Like, he was like, want to slip into something more comfortable. And I was like, let's learn Hebrew. Like, I was just wired. I remember I was up till like 5 a.m. So it's all making sense now. But it's nice he apologized. And I'm glad it wasn't like, like a real roofie, right? Scary. I don't, what jokes do I even fucking have? I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while. So Zoom, wow, I hate it. So much Zooming happening. I'm in a Zoom like game group. We play games every Friday, and I only do it because I'm a people pleaser and I don't want to like lose all my friends from my antisocial ways. Like this is an introvert's paradise this time. Like not having to see. Woo! So it's kind of wow, I love it. Not seeing people and staying home is like my default factory setting. But I'm still, I'm trying to maintain those friendships. So I do this game thing every Friday afternoon, and we played Two Truths and a Lie. Do you guys know that game? It's like you say two things are true, one thing that's a lie. Your friends try to guess what the lie is. And one of the things I shared was that I was placed in special ed as a child. And nobody guessed that was the lie. And I thought for sure they think that was it. But they're like, no, that checks out. So a true story. I was put in special ed as a kid. There's no joke there yet. I'm just still processing because I'm slow. So it takes me a couple of years. All right, what else is in my pocket? Just shaking off the rest here. Okay. So I can tell my parents are getting older. They had me at 40. I was a real whoopsie-doo. And they're 70 now. And, when I visit them, like I overheard my mom reading a book to my nephew. And I heard her say, Elmo's wearing a cowboy hat because he likes potatoes. And I was like, what? And I kept listening. And she's like, and they're having a potato farming party. And I was like, Mom, what are you reading him? She's like, I don't know. I forgot my glasses. I'm making it up. So I like went over to see what it was. And it was a car manual. So I'm scared. Like if that's how she reads, like, I don't want to know how she drives. Like I need to move home, take care of her. Great. So this might be a short set because I'm feeling generous. I want to give the time back to you. Just kidding. Laziness. Okay. I have a lot of digestive issues. Jealous. Okay. I really want that pizza, but I can't. Okay. I have a lot of digestive problems, and I've actually been really using this time to like figure out what it is. Like I'm doing all this blood work. I'm like shitting in test tubes. I'm like, why am I sick all the time? So I'm trying to figure it out. And I did this like massive questionnaire survey thing. And there was like a food allergy thing. And one of the questions was, did you grow up on a farm? And the options were yes, no, and I don't know. And I was like, how do you not know? Like, did you grow up on a farm? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, there were chickens. Does that make it a farm? I don't know. And so so weird. So I marked, I don't know, because I thought it was funny. I don't know. Y'all fuck with therapy? Therapy's great. I'm still doing it over Zoom again. And it's good. She's great. I really like her. A little weird though. She did follow me on Instagram recently, which I don't think they're supposed to do that. But what's great is she'll like every single thing I post because she knows how much I need it. So she knows better than anyone. So good validation from her. Pay good money for those likes, What else? I'm trying to think of jokes. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, when I was working, this is not relevant anymore because I do not work now, but I used to work events like private parties, and I would shuck oysters at fancy parties. And one thing that sucks about it is you got to deal with a lot of like older, creepy rich dudes because that's who eats oysters apparently. And this one guy came up to me and he's like, what did he say? He was like, "Did you know oysters are an aphrodisiac?" And I was like, "Did you know no amount of shellfish will make me want to fuck you?" No, I didn't actually say that. And I was like, "And cheaper than roofies, right?" Okay, thank you guys. Happy birthday, Leon. Thanks for putting this together. I'm sorry I just gave you coronavirus.
Give it up for Leah. Therapy, mental health. Mental health, guys. It's, you know, we're under a lot of stress. I graduated anger management during the pandemic. Isn't that great? Yeah, graduated. Anger management was fantastic. You know, it's just, you know, a room full of grumpy married guys bitching about their lives. It was great. There was this one time this Muslim guy was talking about his arranged marriage. I immediately got jealous because when my wife is pissing me off, I got no one to blame. Takes a little bit. Okay. Okay. We're gonna, I'm gonna bring you up to that, Dave. All right, this next young man is killing it all over town. Is my good friend. Y'all give it up for my man, Dave Neal.
Leon, everybody, come on, give it up for Leon. I gotta tell you, Leon has become one of my favorite friends here in Los Angeles. If you can find a friend in LA who you can talk shit to and they won't gossip to other friends, you hold on to them. And because Leon gets so high, he doesn't remember the shit I talk, which is important to have. Leah shits in test tubes. You're still going to get 7 comics slide into your DMs after that. They don't care. Hi, guys. How are you? Good. Nice. Good crowd work. Moving on. I live in Koreatown or Silver Lake, depending on who I'm talking to. That's where I'm at. All right. Quiet from the valley. Okay. Your palm trees don't have graffiti on them. Nice. The only significant thing that happened to me during the pandemic is I had my car battery stolen out of my car. Yeah, which sucked, but now my check engine light doesn't come on, so that's more of a tweet, polite chuckle, thank you. Okay, I need you guys more than you know for this set. I'm just letting you know, bringing you my Catholic guilt right now. The biggest purchase I made right before the pandemic was I bought a diamond ring. I just got engaged, so thank you guys very much for that. I got engaged. Let me tell you something. I'll keep the distance, but let me tell you something. What do they tell you? How much 3 months? You got a 3 month salary? 2 months? 2 months? Oh, so my lady inflated it. Okay, good. 2 months salary. But that's before the global pandemic. You don't get to rework the numbers after you're furloughed for 9 months. I'm like, Tasha, give me part of that carrot back. We got to go work this thing out. I totally, misprojected my stand-up abilities for 2020. I don't know. The hardest part about relationships is, well, first of all, give it up for Leon's wife for letting us be here. Give it up for her. Let her here. I don't know where she is, but because I'm marrying an introvert. We got a 15-foot sectional couch. We sit on opposite sides. That's quality time for her. That's as close as I'm allowed to get. Okay. But then I'll come home and talk about my set. And she's like, no, don't do that. Don't. So my problem is I bring comedy energy home and you shouldn't do that. Like I'll bring home my like comedy words and that'll mess up the relationship. Like we were having sex and I accidentally finished too soon. And she was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I'm just giving time back to the room, honey. You know what I mean? I was like, my friends clap when I tell them that, but okay. All right. Didn't like it. That one was for the comics in the audience. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. The best part, I'll tell you this, you gotta look at the bright side. The best part about getting engaged right before the pandemic is we have no excuse to plan for the wedding at all. Like all my friends had weddings, they're all getting canceled and this and that, but we have no, so like I'm gonna ride out this pandemic for every part of the wedding negotiation. You wanna spend $1,500 on invitations? There's a third wave coming, honey. We're not gonna commit. Doing a Zoom wedding, all right. In the garage, this is nice. I like this. I've been fat and skinny 4 times during the start of the pandemic. I just yo-yo. And the one thing I had to quit was porn. I had to stop because thank you very much, somebody in the back, for quitting porn. Did you have to quit? Yeah, it's too much. You're stuck at home with the good Wi-Fi. It's too much. You got to stop. There's a problem though. They got the algorithm down on a lockdown. All the websites are in cahoots. So I quit porn. Next day, true story, I swear to God, YouTube starts recommending me collegiate pole vaulting women's. I'm cheering on Slovakia for no reason, okay? She's got the pole. She's running with the things. She's looking good. I got the Barcelona invitation. Just European pole vaulting. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to quit porn. They're just pulling out their fucking asses, getting ready to, live their dreams. Okay, me too. Moving on. That was the thought. Thought I'd try it. I might get on stage, in another 3 months. We'll try it again. Yeah, working it out. Leah, you said your mom was old when she had you. My mom was young when she had me, but this is what happened. My mom had me, and then my mom had my sister 11 months after, which makes us an Irish twin. That's what it's called. Have you guys heard this term, Irish twins? We're 11 months apart. Give it up for my mom's vagina on that one. That's a big deal. That in the feminist movement, I think that deserves a round of applause for her. And I was a younger one, so I was the easy childbirth. I came out like a water slide, just, straight down, just fallopian tubing, where they take the photo on the way. Okay. 18 years later, my mom had another baby. Let me tell you something. Does anyone have any siblings that are a lot younger than them? Big age difference? What's the age difference? 23 years. Oh my gosh, you got me beat. I was at 18. I've never heard 23 years. I don't want to break the news to you. You seem very nice. But here's what happens. When your mom has a baby that much younger than you, it means they didn't think you'd be successful at life. That's all it means. And here I am in a garage. Like, she wasn't wrong. My brother's a Boy Scout, okay? 18 years, age difference. The worst part about being that, 18 and then knowing my mom, I could track back the date that my mom procreated. You don't need to do that math, okay? It was 2 weeks after I got my SAT results in. She's like, state school, Dave? Fire up the vagina. You know what I mean? She's 41. She's got 1 egg left. She's ready to go. She's like Greg Maddux, who's got no fastball, but he can still paint the corners. That joke's for at least one person in the audience. No more, but at least one. She's got the 86-mile-an-hour fastball, and she's spotting the corners, baby. Let me tell you. The hardest part about having a younger brother who's so much younger is he's way smarter than I am. Like, he has things I never had growing up, like Google and Adderall. You know what I mean? Like, he knows everything. I didn't know shit unless I read it in a Magic School Bus book, okay? I'm from the East Coast. You guys, oh, thank you. I got an applause break on Miss Frizzle. This is good. I didn't know if you guys had Magic School Bus on the West Coast, but by the way, the creator, Joanna Cole, died during a couple of weeks ago during the pandemic, and that was fucking tough news to hear because, I mean, if anyone could make a teacher drop acid and take the kids all over the universe in a magic bus, they deserve life. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, my brother, he can self-medicate, right? So he can like go on WebMD and just decide if he's got a stomach ache. But like, when I was his age, we had to read Magic School Bus Explores the Human Digestive System. Right? That was a good one. That was my WebMD, right? We just shrunk the bus down and wrote it into Ralphie's rectal cavity. You remember that one? I'm shitting Hot Wheels out for a week. It looked like the 405 pre-COVID. You know what I mean? Making it work, folks. I don't know. I don't know what else I got. We'll do one more. Yeah, no more porn, just pole vaulting. I don't think women, I'm on to you. Okay, I saw the way my, fiance was watching the Olympics last time around, the men's, 4x100 freestyle swimming. You know what I mean? This one guy's doing the backstroke, his rudder's just sticking out. Like, I'm on to you, ladies. I know what you're watching the Olympics for. Okay, good. Polite chuckle. This is good. Dated my now fiance for 6 years before we got engaged, and a lot of women don't like to hear that. It's too much time. They don't like to hear that. And my only defense, I'll leave you with this. My only defense is I know what she had me saved as in her phone book. I looked. It said Dave Comedian, but the comedian was in quotation marks. You know what I mean? All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Yo, give it up for Dave Neal. Hey, a lot of comics are coming up to me talking about when am I going next. Listen, this is my house. We're going to go till we go. Relax. Everybody just relax. Yo, go when I tell you, you fucking will go. Jesus Christ. All right. This next black guy coming to the stage is my good friend. Also went to the crackhead mic with me. He loved it because he's crazy. You'll see. Y'all put your hands together, my man Devontae Green.
How you feeling? You feeling good? It's a Sunday night. We're in the valley. I could be, or you could be, or we could be at home doing what? Watching the Let's Go Dodgers. No? You're my man right there. It's a good year for the Dodgers, folks. It felt like a celebration. Sports are back, right? No? It did feel like a celebration to have sports kickoff the other day, right? Felt like we made it through the scary part. At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I don't know what to believe, guys, and I'm done being scared, all right? On one hand, I want to believe Dr. Fauci, but on the other hand, he throws like a sissy. Like, that's not good leadership, Fauci. It's not gonna work. Oh, you see what Fat Boy did? Fat Boy got asked to throw the first pitch of the Yankees. What did he do? He goes, you know what? I'm good. It's not what I do. I know if you're gonna try to tell Americans what to do, you should probably be able to clear it over the first pitch, right? Half of the reason why Bush was able to invade Iraq was because he got it over the mound, right there, from the mound, right over the home plate. On the night. No, you guys aren't with me. Forgive me. I've been in the house. It's been crazy. I've been in the house for 4 or 5 months. You start thinking of little things. You start going little things. Anybody else almost think they have mental issues through the end of this? No? I'm the only one. See, we're going to be real here. That's all we're going to do. We're going to keep getting hit. It's going to be like a Tyson fight. So thank you. We thought we had issues, right? Like, we started this pandemic and we're like, oh, my God, I got to get toilet tissue. Not me. I was like, I'll jump in the shower and wash my ass. I've missed days before. This won't be the start. I was worried about rice and beans. When rice and beans were missing, I was like, oh, shit. We are in the land of rice and beans. Why have they gone missing? People were talking about, like, I was like, listen, Mom, I call my mama. I don't call my mom all the time. She's got high blood pressure. We're from a slave state. You don't call your mom and worry her about anything. But I worried her. I was like, we're missing rice and beans out here. She said, don't you worry, baby. She sent a whole crate of rice and beans out there. I've got a carton of Uncle Ben's rice, which now they tell me is problematic. Now I can't boil Uncle Ben. That's fucked up. That's not on me. I'm going to keep boiling Uncle Ben. That's on white people. It is. We got to get rid of Aunt Jemima. That's not on me. That's my brand. Do you understand? I'm a brand man. That's what being an American's about. Have you ever seen Mad Men? I like my brands. I like Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima has the extra butter syrup. So y'all gonna have to figure out what else to name her, but I'm still buying her. So call her Aunt J or whatever you want to call her, but that's not on me. That's on you. All right? I'm not changing my brand. I'm a Cowboys fan. I know what that's about. I do know what that's about. I get it. I feel it. But guess what? Fuck you. Feels good on Sunday, right? Feels good on Sunday to be a little racist, but hide your racism by a region of a team. You know what I mean? Like, I hide my racism over going, oh, I wouldn't go to football games in Oakland. I don't know what's happening out there. You know, the Raiders get a little rowdy. I wouldn't go to the upper deck. You know what we're saying. We're saying the same thing he's saying, but I don't say the wall. I just say I don't go to the upper deck. I'm a sick person, man. I'm a very sick man. I've been sitting in the house for a while. I went home a few weeks ago. I had to go back home to Virginia. I had to feel the earth. You know, it felt good to go back home. It felt good to see mama. You know, I sat down, we hugged, we played games. And unfortunately, we played Monopoly, which I'm here to tell you all right now, that should be on the Surgeon General's #1 warning. Listen, don't pick up the board game Monopoly, all right? Monopoly is the #1 way to ruin a Christian Judeo family. Guaranteed. Some fractures deep in your family will develop within that 4 to 7 day game of Monopoly, right? Because first of all, has anyone ever seen the rule book for Monopoly? Right? No, it just opens up kind of like Jumanji and God says, good luck, right? Like when he whispered to Noah, good luck. It was always my idea. No, let's play Monopoly. My dad he never even wanted to talk to us. He worked 7 days a week. He didn't have time to play Monopoly. But you know what? He was trying not to go into his second marriage the way the first one ended with a scratch out. So he was like, all right, I'll play Monopoly, right? We were able to bribe him to Monopoly. Monopoly was great. First of all, there was always an argument about which piece there was going to be, right? I'm going to be the car. I'm going to be the dog. Shut the fuck up. Just pick something. And then I got smart because, see, Monopoly will teach you which one of your kids is smart and which one of your kids should be left to the wolves, all right? I started figuring out if I could be the banker, I could not be touched. If I was the banker, I'd be in till at least the time when family secrets would start getting shouted out towards the table. And that's basically winning Monopoly, right? Found out right there. You put a couple $200, $300 bills under the table. You save that for a long term. My dad would say, Devontae, that's a character issue. I say, I'm Bernie Madoff. That's a credit default swap, Pop. I'll never be taught. And I've never seen a Monopoly game end. Have you guys seen a Monopoly game end? Every Monopoly game in my house is ended the same way, with my dad flipping over the table and going, God damn it, Kershaw, I refuse to be a part of any more of this bullshit. And he storms out of there. But it does feel fun at the beginning. I'd say this. Why is there only a few type of cell phones you can get anymore? You guys notice that lately? Right? A few years ago, you used to be able to get a chocolate. Ooh, I'm cool. Right? Maybe you got a razor if you were an asshole. If you're a drug dealer, you got a chirp. I'll be right there. If you like to ruin economies, you had a BlackBerry Curve. But now you only have two types of cell phones. Either you have an iPhone or you're on welfare. What is that about? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday, Leon. I'm getting out of here. I'm Devontae Green. Have a good night. Thank you for having me.
Y'all give it up for Devontae Green. Yo, we got a dope comic coming to the stage. This man is a reoccurring star on Righteous Gemstones. He's one of my first white friends that admitted to his white guilt that is boiling in some of your stomachs, which I appreciate, you know, I appreciate. Another one of my white friends dropped off some donuts just because he felt bad. Okay. I like the donuts. All right. My man coming to the stage. Give it up for my man, Michael Mansour.
Hell yeah. I want that credit forever, you know? Who cares the HBO show? It's the white guilt guy, you know? Oh, this is fun. I like this. We're streaming, right? We're on the Twitch. We're twitching it. I like the new kind of ways people are watching comedy live, you know, because I feel like no matter how it goes, like even if I bomb this set, someone out there has never have seen my comedy, and I think they're going to be like, that girl gave it her all, you know? She did it. She did. She gave it her all. She's on. Look at her in that garage. You know, I live here. This is where I live. I look like I sell acid here. That's it. I like comedy is making evolvements. We got to evolve. Like, we're in this backyard. Everyone's socially distant. You know, you got masks on. So if my set's not good, I'm going to drive home and be like, it was the masks, you know. But I like it like this because we can have fun with it, right? Like if someone new comes in, you could just tell them this is something that they don't know that it's not. You know what I mean? Like if someone comes in when I'm on stage, I'm just going to be like, come to the Mormon meetup. Come on in. You know, this is... Come on, I did a beach show. My friend Mary threw, and a couple was walking in, and they didn't quite know what was going on. And I was like, come on, this is my quinceañera. This is my quincy. Come on, can't show up too late to the party, baby, you know? This quarantine's been tough on me. I eat a lot of candy. I'm eating a lot of candy. We're candying out there, doing junk foods. Yeah, I've been mushing my candies. That's how I know my self-esteem is going down. You know, I'm mushing it. My favorite thing to do, Frankenstein style, is Reese's peanut butter cups, and I put them with a Snickers. Yeah, I call that one depression. You know? Cry at night, baby. I like it. I like life. I've been doing all right. You know, I live in Van Nuys, humble brag. You know, I got flannel. I'm doing all right, you know. I live with two married couples. I do, you know, because the universe really wants me to finish that pilot fifth wheel, you know. So I live with these two married couples, and they're amazing, and I love them. I really do, and they're madly in love with each other, and I've been with them since quarantine. And here's the thing. They all like to fuck a lot. They like to do it a lot. They got a high sex drive. Good on them, good on them. But Chaboy hears it a lot. Heard a lot, which is fine. I don't mind. Honestly, one of the couples, they're trying to get pregnant right now. Which like it sounds insane, but the romantic in me is like, oh, he gets to leave it in. That's so cute. That's awesome. You have to put it in there, I hear them banging. I'm hearing they're sexing. They're sexing all the time. And I'm trying to get involved, not in a weird way, when I hear them having sex, blasting music, I think they'd like to fuck too. You ever do that? And then when it works, like you play the right song and they start to move faster, you're like a part of the team, You know what I mean? Like when they come, we come, That's how like you feel. You feel like I'm doing it. It's crazy. I think about it a lot because they're doing it a lot, right? Like it starts out hilarious, then after 2 hours of banging, I'm just like, I need to know what their vitamin regimen is. The adult in me just wants to get my game up, a little bit. But they're lovely. And I had a real talk with Rick last night. He's one of the guys who owns the house, and he's trying to have a family. He's trying to get pregnant. And I love him. I really do, like a brother. And he was venting to me. We're outside. They have a porch patio, again, doing all right. Van Nuys, And he goes, Michael, man, I love my wife more than I've ever loved anybody. And the thought of having a kid with her and a family, it brings me so much joy, but also so much fear because I want them to have the best life possible. And I got to be honest, man, I'm scared. And he didn't know this, but at that exact time, I was on mushrooms, because of course, chill boy, So he's venting about his family life, and I'm just like, don't talk about the hummingbird that's not there, Don't talk about it. It's there. And I looked it up, and I'm trying to like communicate, and this is what I said exactly because I wrote it down because I was like, when comedy comes back, they're gonna want to hear this. I looked him right in the eyes, and I was like, bro, dude, like you, man, you have someone who wants to breed with you. Dude, me now, right now, here, I can't even get a girl to have sushi with me at a park. I go, you're crushing it. And he gets excited. He was like, you're right, man. I am crushing it. I was like, yeah, you are. And he goes, yeah, I am. I'm like, yeah, you are. And I was like, go come in your wife. And we high-fived, and I think he came extra hard that night. I did. As Leon was saying, there's a lot of insanity in this pandemic, and there's a lot of weird beauty in it, right? And it is coming to terms with racial injustice and inequality, man. And I have been coming to terms with my white guilt. It's been weird, right? And I think if you're white and you don't have any white guilt, you're doing it wrong. Maybe ponder it a little bit, give it a little thinkaroo. It's been good because like you come to realizations. Like here's the thing, man. I've been in this acting class for years, and I've been the only white student. Everybody's African American, and it's a weird thing to even bring up. I never even thought of bringing it up because that's like a strange humble brag, And we do these sessions over Zoom now, and I've become like close friends with these classmates. Like they're fucking like family. And we had a Zoom session the day after Juneteenth, and they were talking about their white friends, like white guilt. And I'm just zoning in, what do we need to learn? And it was hilarious because it's strange to be on the outside, yet the inside, and see your friends talk about it. One of them said on Juneteenth, his white friend Venmo'd him money. He Venmo'd him money with the Venmo message, my bad. Just my bad. And they roasted him, and it was glorious, And then the other classmate, she said she has a white girlfriend who keeps calling her and apologizing, keeps calling her, and she goes, I just said, bitch, you got to get it together, And then the last one is something I'll never forget because she said her white friend mailed her peanut butter cookies, and I immediately blurted out, that's the whitest thing you could do. For sure, right? Like, how do we beat systematic racism? Cookies, which is fine. But we're living, right? We're living and we're learning. We're growing as people. I know I'm growing as a human being, and I think it's good. And one of the things I have been doing is I've been trying to date, man. I live with these two married couples, and I see real love, and I see it, and it's beautiful. And I think it's beautiful to try to find it, but it's a tough time right now, obviously. And bad dates can still happen in this pandemic, and sometimes they can get weird, a little weirder, you know? I had a date with this young lady, and she was nice, and we went to the beach. And we're at the beach, and we're talking at the beach. You know, we're beaching. I saw a dolphin, got excited. I ate a lot of edibles. It was very high. And she goes, Michael, what's the wildest thing you've done all quarantine? You know, and I knew this was like my moment. You know, this is like we're gonna connect and get a little maybe frisky. Who knows? You know, shaking someone's hand. I'm like, what? You know? And I said, well, it was my buddy's birthday, and we all grabbed a bunch of psychedelics. We went to Idlewild, and we each got cabins in this bud and breakfast, right? And we just tripped on psychedelics all night and just talked, and we're with each other, and it was beautiful. And she got like really like dismissed, you know. She was like, oh, it's not what I was thinking. And I was like, I was intrigued, you know. I kind of scooched on the beach closer. I was like, what's the loudest thing you've done, you know, in quarantine? And then she took a left turn and she goes, 2 weeks ago, I drove to Tucson and did meth with cartel members. How do you respond to that? You know how this cutie patootie? I go, is meth neat? She goes, yeah, it's pretty neat. I was like, okay, this was a bad Bumble date. Guys, I want to leave you real quick off this. I'm not a threatened fellow, which is, you know, look at the flans, you know, the mushrooms. I'm not. I think the most threatening thing about me is I look like the bully from every Disney Channel original movie. All right? I'm going to shut your rec center down, bro. Make it rollerblade for it. Go-gurt, go-gurt, go-gurt. I'm Michael Monsoor. Give it up for Leon. I want you to make it loud for him.
Y'all give it up, man. I love that guy. Bro, I think you should like do like a white guilt workshop, bro. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm out of that. The white guilt workshop and the diversity workshops we are exempt from. Don't invite me to no fucking diversity workshop. Y'all do that and then tell me how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like some of y'all ain't doing that white guilt right. We just need to get on top of that. All right. All right. My man, the next comic coming to the stage. This guy's a director, actor. You could see him on, I don't know your IG handle. Drop it. His IG is fire. He directs his own shit. He acts in his own shit. It's all fire. Give it up for my man, Daniel Ray.
Shit. Feel good to take that off. I've been hoping to go up for a long time now so I could just take the mask off. For some reason, I got pushed back. I just have to say, I can't come up here and not say this shit. Man, it's a crazy time we're living in right now. I'm black, so I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's worse being black or being black having corona. Like, I'm not saying I have corona. I'm just saying, like, if I was black with corona, I think that I'm a double threat. Because right now, you dangerous being black, and coronavirus is dangerous. I shut everybody down with that shit. They like, wait a minute, should we leave now? Because he just admitted to having corona, I think. No, I didn't. You don't hear no coughs. But if I did get pulled over, guess what I got? I got corona. I am not finna get shot. Oh, shit. Here we go. I'm gonna rub my eyes real good. Rub both of my eyes. So when you get to the car, I'm gonna start coughing. You can see it all in my eyes. My eyes is red. I'm coughing. He's like, oh, shit, he got corona. I'm not finna get my ass whooped. He's not finna beat nobody ass. Oh, I think I lost it on that one. Yeah, I think the light got corona. I'm gonna stand more over here. I think I lost it with that one because that's not smart either. Why it's not smart is because he don't have to beat my ass. He can just shoot me. And it's done. Yeah, I know y'all felt that, huh? Y'all felt that like shit. Like, I feel bad for him. Like, no, that's the thing though. I haven't got pulled over since the whole pandemic thing, so I've been good. I just ride around with my windows up in tint. And I think I got like a whitish car, so like you wouldn't see somebody black driving the car that I got. I drive a Chevy Malibu, I look like somebody 68-year-old grandpa be driving that car. So I'm good. I think the only thing that kind of throw it off is the window tint. I think they see the window tint, they're like, wait a minute. My grandpa don't have no tint on his car. It's gotta be somebody. When I roll my windows down, they're like, oh, okay, he's just by himself, he cool. I haven't done comedy in a while. Thought I should mention that. And the reason why though is because like comedy is fun, it's cool. I can make people laugh, but it's like, do I really want to make you laugh? See, I don't, because y'all not laughing. And plus, it's hard doing comedy when you stay with your pops or when your pops stay with you. I don't know. It's confusing. Sometimes we battle about that, like who stay with who. Because he older, so I know he gonna die, so I'm gonna get the house. He just staying there right now. I'm like, wait a minute, you just slow down. Because I can end this trip for you. No, that's mean. I'm not gonna say that. That's mean. It's a weird time too right now because he's older and he's just my stepdad at that. I should have said that. He's just my stepdad. And he's starting to shit on himself. That's bad. That's scary to me because it's like, we have no kin, no relation, no blood, no nothing. I don't want to have to clean that shit because if it get on me, it's not. I tried to do a shit joke, it didn't work out. Did I mention that I haven't done comedy in a while? I don't think I did. It's been a while. You told me to drop my handle, which is directed by Daniel Ray. That's what it is on Instagram. And you can look for me doing more movies than comedy. Thank you.
Hey guys, listen, don't be grumpy with me if you know, I got a lot going on. And if you are grumpy with me, don't get up here and not be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if you're gonna shit on the host, you better come with that fire. Come with that fire, bro. Or something. Like I was like, oh shit. This shit got quiet, dude. Like I heard my son in the living room. I was like, hey, go to bed. Like I almost yelled, go to bed during his set. That's how quiet it was. I could hear him playing Fortnite inside. I love you, bro. All right, my man, I've been running with this guy. He's been filming. He's been in the back filming. He's my tech guy. Y'all give it up. Man, you got a crazy last. The next three comics got the weirdest last names, and I'm not even going to try. My man, Garen, here you come.
Yeah, Yogi Chris.
Let's laugh. Let's do this, guys. I'm not gonna be funny, all right? But I love you. Where did you go, Leon? Okay, cool. You're over there. Cool. Thank you. I'm wearing this sweater only because a year ago, you took it off your back at your show because I won it in a raffle. So, and I don't win anything, guys. I don't win anything. So It had a sweat on it for a good 3 months before I washed it. I was like, I probably should wash it. It's now mostly a sweater that I give to girls that I'm seeing. You know, because if they were to put on my sweater when they spend the night, they don't really know what it feels like to be with a real man. So I let them use Leon's. It's way too big, guys. It's actually really hot, and I just wore it for that reason. I am grateful to be in this backyard at his beautiful house that he just got. Happy birthday, Leon. Happy birthday. I mean, come on. It's the best. We are under the fucking stars, guys. Sorry for the cussing. Under the stars. And the green room is literally green. We have comics over there laying in the grass, looking up at the stars. I mean, come on. It doesn't get more real than that. But yeah, today I was out here filming them doing yoga, and I had my shirt off because I was an idiot. And I'm half Mexican, I should say, because that side didn't want to show up today. I'm burnt, guys. I'm very burnt. My entire body is splotches. I'm not going to age very well. Let's see. It's not going to be good. I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm going to talk about that aren't going to make sense. Like, this stage should be the last comic standing stage, and we just keep losing a block every fucking time someone comes up here. You know? Like, just like, anyways, like I was saying, whoever can stay up here the longest, probably be me at that point. I mean, look at this. So let's see. As Michael said, humble brag, I'm filming tomorrow, first time in this whole COVID thing. Yeah, I had to go get, of course, COVID tested. I did it once, did the whole my own swab kind of thing where they just make you feel like you're doing something, you know, like, here's a bag, here, do it. You're probably positive, but we want you to feel like you're you know, helping society. Then they have the ones who do the up the nose, you know, fuck that. We don't need that. I have sinus shit and I've had to have cameras up there. No, we don't play that. Yeah. So I had to show up at 7 a.m. and made sure to ask the PA. I was like, is it going to be a nose or, you know, throat swab? I was like, okay, cool. I can mentally prepare. And then I'm like, oh, throat swab. As I'm like clearing my throat, like, okay, let's see how this works. So I go there 7 a.m. I'm like, sweet, I'll be so tired, it won't even matter. I'll just fucking open my mouth up like a girl on prom night, you know, like just, and it'll be perfectly fine. Guys, my gag reflexes really suck. I'm here to tell you that. I started crying, tears coming down my face as I was going, Pretty much, I told this to Travis and Leon the other day, and they said I wouldn't do good in prison. Correction, they said I would do great in prison, actually. That's what they said. That's what they said. But I was more upset by the fact that they take the damn popsicle stick to open your tongue to keep it down. Why ruin a fucking good childhood memory, you know? Why? Like, I loved popsicles, guys. I love them. Now I don't want nothing to do with them. All I think about is gagging and figuring out if I'm going to die tomorrow. I don't know. 2020 has been great for me. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys, but it has. I sat down and I was really depressed there for a minute because life is over. But then I looked at my goals I set in December, you know, things I wanted to accomplish in 2020. Number 2 on the list was learn how to cook. I figured, you know, it's a good thing to do when you turn 30, rite of passage. I don't know if I was a little late for that, but I figured, what's the best time? I should probably tell you I was also on a farm in the middle of nowhere for 3 months, so they don't even know what the hell Uber Eats is. So I actually had to learn how to cook. So that was number 2 on my list of doing. And then number 1 was I wanted to quit my fucking job. And, well, it wasn't my choice, but, you know, I did quit my job. I don't have a job anymore. So my 2020 is going great. It's going great. I should probably do a little bit better at, like, looking at those lists of things. Like, I wanted to start a new t-shirt design company, you know, because I feel like everybody's got disposable income, right? You know, need new t-shirts. No one needs new t-shirts. I have bad ideas. So I've been dating this girl. I've been seeing this girl lately. Broke up with one chick pre-COVID. Started dating another chick. So if she's watching, anyways. overlay. So that it's funny because we'll be dating, we'll be talking and stuff, and she's Colombian, so she really gets, she's really intense. But she's really great. But here's the thing: is she always is like, she's very like passionate, very passionate. Like she'll come up on me and start rubbing up against me, and then she'll be like, "Oh, what is that? Are you excited?" And I'm like, "No, it's just my essential oils." It's just like I said, that's just it. That's all. And she's like, "Oh, dang it." Then she'll come up to me every other day and she'll come up and rub on me. I'm like, "Ooh." She's like, is that? Yeah, it's my essential oils, We went to the beach a few weeks ago and I made sure not to have essential oils on just in case I did get a little aroused. But I did forget and I was like, oh, I probably should be smart and bring sunscreen. So I put a bottle in my pocket. I was like, just want you to know, I have a bottle in this pocket, but nothing in this pocket. She's like, oh, you're so cute. I would never get those two confused. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Anyways, guys, that is my time. I thank you so much. Happy birthday, Leon.
Oh man, I almost killed him right here. Me and Travis were working out. He's been taping our workouts because we're gonna do a nice little transformation when Travis drops all that weight. And I had a great idea to, after the workout, lift Garen above my head. And he fell and like 2 inches away from cracking his head on the cement. That was scary. I have nightmares. My wife's in the back. Everybody clap it up for my wife. I don't know if she's pleased or not because she has a mask on. She's safe. She's a medical professional. She's a hero, guys. All right, we got 2 more book comics. Then we're going to open up the floor for the open people that have dropped in. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for being patient. I put a lot of people on this show. I know this was the first time doing this. I've had fun. I hope you guys still had fun. This next comic coming to the stage, one of my good friends, has a confusing last name, but lets me shorten it. Y'all give a round of applause to Rob Pug.
All right, keep it going for Leon. This is fun, huh? All right, wild year. Wild year. Craziest part about this year is Will Smith is a bitch. Who knew? What the fuck? That was my hero growing up. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine having $1 billion, being the leading actor for the past 20 years, and your wife is still like, I'm bored. I have no hope. I have no chance. Learned a lot about myself during this quarantine. Turns out it cost exactly $1,200 to buy my vote. Did you know that? 1,200 American. 4 more years. 4 more years. Yeah, if we get that other 1,200, I'm electing him king. That's what I'm doing. I'm writing it in. No, it's fucked up, man. You know your life is bad when you're unemployed and that's the richest you've ever been because the government's giving you money. Killing it. Do you guys go to a rally? I mean, a protest? Ooh, those are different things. I mean, a protest. I went to a protest. That's where I went. Anybody go? Huh? All right, you got to go, right? You got to support. It was awesome, man. I liked it. I was a big fan. It was, first of all, I didn't know this about myself. I love a good chant. And I didn't know that until going there. I love a good chant. They stick with you, huh? No justice, no peace, no racist, police. God damn, that's good. You can't write better than that. Dude, I was in line at CVS later just making up my own, like, no justice, no peace. I really miss my niece. No justice, no peace. A really good actor is Gary Sinise. You know, come on. No justice, no peace. This recipe calls for a star anise. That joke sucks. It's a culinary joke. It was interesting, though. I don't get moved often. I got moved. You know what I mean? I was very moved by it. It was really cool. What was weird is that the march like self-segregated, right? Like there was like a guys on bicycle section. There was like a skateboarder section. There was like a girl on a megaphone section. There was a huge black section. I thought that was great. I thought that was great that they had that. It's exactly how I thought that would go, Leon, and I did it anyway. You get it? Thank you. Laugh next time. That'd be great. Eating Doritos, staring into my soul. Thought I proved I was on the side with the chant. All right. I'm a fucked up dude. What are you going to do? People get dumb and mad about jokes. It's the stupidest thing ever. I hope after this we can go back to like being like, oh yeah, it's just jokes, you know, because the world almost ended. I hope. I'm trying to be a better guy. I don't fucking know, man. I grew up in the 90s, which was a hard time to be a progressive dude because my hero is Schwarzenegger. That's my hero growing up, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know? And if you look up toxic masculinity in the dictionary, it's just a picture of his calf muscle, right? So he's like a hard hero to have as a modern dude. I had an angry little short Italian father who was always yelling at me like, be a man. You got to be a man. Be a man. You got to be a man. Toughen up. Be a man. And I grew up, became a man, moved to Los Angeles, and people were like, stop it. We hate that. What are you doing? No one likes that. What are you doing? We hate men. It's generational. You know, he was crazy. My grandpa was even crazier. Right? I'm getting better. My grandpa, I don't tell a lot of people this. My grandpa is actually just an old racist gun. That's true. Yeah. It's a turn of the century musket. He was racist. Yeah. Wild. I'm getting better. I matched with a trans woman on a dating app during this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Thank you. You have to clap. This is Los Angeles. No, she's cool, man. Trans women in general are great. Can we give it up for them, please? I feel like they really, yeah, thank you. What is this? You guys don't like the trans community? Disgusting. I love trans women. I think they're wonderful. They're beautiful like women and tell concise stories like men. So that's, yeah, pretty good. That's pretty good. You're right. That's the best of both worlds. Uh-huh. What's that, baby? You got up, went to work, and then came home? We have the whole evening ahead of us. Holy shit. What are we going to do? Let's go 69. I get to be on top this time, all right? Throat still hurts, you know? You ever take the top position as a guy? You're an asshole. That's what that means. Top of the 69 position, you know, where you're just, you know what I'm saying, sir? You're just banging her face. You get it. All right. Thought I had to paint a picture there. I enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know. Schwarzenegger was cool because whenever there was like any minor difficulty, you know, any disagreement whatsoever, he would just respond with extreme violence, which I always thought was awesome. You know, like any disagreements, he would just be like, fucking take a knife, you know, pick it up and throw it through a dude's chest and pin him to a wall. And he'd have a cool catchphrase. He'd be like, stick around. Like, what? That's what I want to do when I grow up, you know? That's me. That's what I want to be. Getting better. My father's crazy. What can I tell you? I went home for the holidays. You know, your parents always want to tell you something extremely boring as soon as you walk in the door, right? I walked in. My dad was like, hey, Rob, I painted the basement steps. And I was like, I don't care about that at all. Why are you so excited? He was like, yeah, I painted the steps. Then I had your nephew step and paint, walk up the steps. I was like, that's actually kind of cute. I went and looked and it was red paint. So it just looked like a bleeding child escaped my father's basement. Not a good look nowadays. Not a good look. Trying to get better. My road rage, that's where I suffer. Leon's good. Maybe I got to do the anger management shit. This is a real story that I did this 100% true. A guy cut me off and he pulled over and I should just keep going, right? But I lost my mind. From the East Coast, I'm Italian, I got anger, right? So I turn around, I get window to window with him and I go, yo, what the fuck, dude? And he was like, yeah, man, you were driving too fast. I was like, what? I am so mad right now. I had a huge cup of iced tea, like in the middle console, you know, and I picked it up, I swear to God, and I threw it and fucking nailed him in the face. That's a true story. I did that. I just looked him in the eyes and I was like, hey, man, cool off. Yeah. And I drove away, yelled, Schwarzenegger. I yelled, Predator 2. He's not in that one. Fuck. It's for all the Danny Glove fans out there. The DGs. Getting better. I don't like pedophiles. I don't know about you guys. No, I'll say that publicly. I don't care. Like, I'll say that publicly and mean it. I mean that. I don't know about the crowd. They don't seem responsive, but I mean it. Don't like them. This is a true story. A man in the middle of the country. This is a true story also. He was a pedophile and he walked 357 miles. He walked that far, like out from the internet to go meet up with what he thought was a young boy. That's real. And then he got there and it was a cop and not a kid. You know, it was like a sting. Can you imagine that? The disappointment. Imagine walking in the desert for 357 miles. The only thing keeping you going is the promise of sweet young boy, you know? Like Moses in the desert, just the idea of the sweat dripping down the nape of his neck, and then you get there and it's some goddamn junior detective. What the fuck? You should be at least allowed to smell his hair at that point. I think that's a fair thing. I think that's fair. I mean, call me American, but I think that's cruel and unusual. I think that's a CNU punishment. Yeah, you guys are cool. I'm a sober gay, been sober for a while. Yeah, I'll tell you one last tale and then I'll get out of here. So I went to Tijuana, which, you know, you're supposed to go down there and like get fucked up and like, you know, crazy shares with like get mixed up in the cartel. It's supposed to be a wild story, right? But I don't drink. So I went down to Tijuana and what I got was dysentery. That's what I got when I went, which is not as cool, you know? And this is also real. I woke up the next day and I had to take a life-changing shit. Like it was a bad one. It was one of the ones where on the way to the toilet, you start believing in the Lord a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the kind where you're on the toilet and you can feel the love of your mother excavate your body. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was a bad shit. Yeah. I'm an anxious guy. I went up, flush it, and it didn't fucking flush. And I'm freaking out, and there's no plunger. Nothing is working. I'm panicking. I don't speak Spanish, you know. I tried prayer, magic, nothing works, right? So I call the front desk, and I'm like, hola, bathroom no bueno. And he's like, what? We go back and forth for 10 minutes, and he hangs up on me. And I'm like, problem solved, I guess. I don't know. About half an hour later, 3 young Mexican boys come up and knock on the door. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I'm like, bathroom no bueno. And they, So I got to lead them into the bathroom and show them this war crime I just committed on their soil, right? And I go, watch, ojos. I know that word. I go, ojos. And I pointed at the bathroom and I pressed it and it flushed instantly. Yeah. So I just look like some psychotic rich white millionaire, like who this is how he gets his kicks, you know? Goes down to Tijuana and he's like, yes, I've made my morning movements. Send up the brown boys. Send them in. I want them to view this. I want them to see what a proper American shit looks like. That is a full turkey, boys. You are right, but you can never have it. And then I flush it in front of them. All right, you guys are dope. Thank you so much. Keep it going, Leon.
Give it up for Rob. Rob has done my show a couple of times, and every time he makes me nervous, but in a good way, you know? In a good way. All right, we got one more book comic left. If you haven't signed up, if you're dropping, if you haven't signed up, sign up in the back. I'm going to go with the order. All right, my man. This guy's Italian. Fun fact. Put your hands together for my man, Pat Calicchio. I think I messed that up. How close did I get?
Everyone else is like on HBO, good friend. I'm just Italian. That's nice. Keep it going, though, for Leon, guys. Come on, give him a hand for getting us out here. And honestly, keep it going for yourselves, too. You guys are the only reason I'm not doing Zoom comedy shows. So that's big. Although this is the first time in like 4 months that I've put real pants on, so we're all making sacrifices. You're welcome as well. I think anytime I have to wear clothes that I can't work out in, I turn into like one of these anti-mask protesters. Like, sleeves are a violation of my freedom. I won't have it in this country. I find though, like one of the things getting me through quarantine is just making up fake accomplishments. So far, I've written a screenplay and lost 15 pounds. I know. I don't own a scale, but it's what I'm telling people. It's called manifesting your weight loss, people. Get with it. Vision. That's the good thing about weight loss, though, is you can just tell people you're doing it, and they'll agree. Oh, yeah, I lost 15 pounds. Yeah, you look great. Fucking knew it. Ooh, baby. I feel bad saying it sometimes, but honestly, quarantine's been fucking tremendous. For me, at least. It's been phenomenal. Living off taxpayer money. I wake up whenever I want. All I do is watch TV, work out, and play golf. I'm living the fucking dream, people. I've made it. I'm watching too much TV, though. Like, it's getting to the point where I've sunk to watching reality television, which is never good. By far the worst show I've seen is called 90 Day Fiance. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's a show about morbidly obese people who get engaged to foreigners who absolutely are not in love with them. And then can't believe it when it doesn't work. Every time. It's great. Best show I've watched by far is one called QB1, where they profile every season, they profile like 3 of the best high school quarterback prospects in the country. And every season it's exactly the same. It's one like working class minority quarterback who has real problems. He's like, I can't get injured or I'll lose my scholarship. And then just 2 really rich white dudes who are like, yeah, Sam caught me DMing some chicks on Instagram, so now I got to go to the prom with Stacy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And you get to be like, oh, that's why the internet doesn't like us. I get it now. I understand. The one other show that's got me really hooked, though, is a show called The Curse of Oak Island. Oh, it's... This guy knows what I'm talking about. For the rest of you, it's this show about, like, the 3 biggest dipshits to ever exist who just sail out to this island in the North Atlantic every year to hunt for treasure that, spoiler alert, doesn't exist. But every year they just come back like a group of Dallas Cowboys fans. Like, guys, think this is the season? Never is. And then they get there and you get to hear their phenomenal plan for finding treasure. Is they are going to use heavy machinery to dig a 50-foot trench straight down into the island that a professional diver will swim down. That will open up to an even further 50-foot shaft that will then emerge into an underwater treasure room where apparently a bunch of drunk pirates with syphilis have managed to hide quite a bit of gold. And then my favorite part is you find out that no one's ever found any treasure on this island ever. The only thing anyone's ever found is one gold coin, a broken bracelet, and a tablet with strange markings on it. That sounds like what I inherited from my grandfather when he died. Like one gold lighter, a pinky ring, and this weird note about all the Koreans he killed in the war. At no point was I like, well, let's dig him up, see what else we could find. I don't want to shock anybody here, but I don't understand women. I know, hard to believe, but from the vibes I've been giving off. One of the big thing that always confuses me about women is how baffled they are by men's bathrooms. Never fails. Every time I see a woman walk out of a public men's bathroom, I'm like, oh my God, it is so disgusting in there. How does it get that gross? Ladies, I'm not sure what life experience up to this point has led you to believe that the penis is some kind of precision instrument. But trust me, it is not. I don't think ever once in my life I've been like, oh yeah, this is doing exactly what I want it to do. Where I want it to happen and when I want it to happen. And it doesn't get better with age either. It's not like you turn 40 and like, finally, I've mastered it. Honestly, like the only thing that changes as a man as you age is you learn how to manage your horniness. It's really, you don't even get less horny. You just learn how to think while you're horny. Like from the ages of 15 to 22, being horny is like being a kamikaze pilot. It's like, it doesn't matter what the cost, the mission is all that matters. And once you hit like 25, like I'm 28 years old now, being horny is like being a fucking Navy SEAL. I want to be like in and out, and I don't want anyone to know I was here. You know, like I want to fuck just as badly as I did 10 years ago, but we're doing it on the comforter with a towel down because I just washed my sheets and I'm paying $3.75 a load for laundry, all right? Let's get it together, people. You know who's had the best quarantine, though? I think out of anyone in the country? NASCAR. NASCAR fucking killed quarantine, people. It started out as by far the most racist sport in America. And now it is a progressive hero. It's been so good for NASCAR. People forgot how badly it started. Does anyone remember Kyle Lowry? This was, for those of you who don't remember, At the beginning of quarantine, NASCAR held a virtual race. And this one guy, Kyle Lowry, he thought his mic went out and just said the N-word, which is an interesting reaction to be like, well, no one can hear me. Not even angrily. It wasn't like, oh, you know how they're always making our mics go out. It's just like, well, now's my chance. Like, what is bedtime like at this guy's house? He just tuck himself in? Oh, baby, here it comes. The hardest part about that joke is I was trying to find, like, I was like, all right, what is a racial slur I can say on stage? Turns out none of them. I'm tired of people raising awareness for things we've all heard of. So you're holding a walkathon for lung cancer awareness? Count me out. Already heard of it. Already aware. You guys know that October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month? It's a whole month dedicated to something everyone here is aware of. Not Breast Cancer Cure Month, just awareness. We just hope you guys find out about it. I think we got to start raising awareness for things people have never heard of. Like, did you guys know walruses can suck their own dicks? That's right. You're welcome. It's amazing. I love every second of it. I think every October should be Walrus Cocksucking Awareness Month. You know? Everyone in the NFL can wear gray cleats, big walrus cocks on their helmets. And the world would be a better place, guys. All right, thanks so much.
Give it up for Pat. Give it up for Pat. Give it up for all the comics, all my friends. These are my friends, people. And between looking at my wife and my neighbor and making sure that they're having a good time, you guys did pretty good. Like, it seemed like as long as those two people are happy, I'm pretty much happy, you know? And they seem happy. But you never know, you know? They got masks on, you never know. All right, this is what we're going to do. Listen, streaming, everybody who's streaming, thanks for joining us. You're dismissed, okay? It's going to get violent now. Now we're opening it up to open mic comics. I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I know some of them. Like the next comic coming to the stage that makes me nervous every time he steps on stage.
Out here. For my community out here. I tried to stand in between the police and the crowd. They already pumping out that tear gas. They tried to sit up here and rip this whole entire thing down. They tried to take our fucking voice from us. We ain't gonna let that shit happen, right? No! Now, just because this truck moves over to the side and I sit up here and get in front of this fence, we ain't gonna be quiet, right? No. Just because you don't have a black person with a microphone telling you what to do, you ain't gonna be quiet, right? No. They sit up here and go in this park again and try to fuck with the houseless community. What we gonna do? We gonna be allies, right? Yeah. We gonna take care of our own, right? Yeah. I got shields in the back that say Black Lives Matter. Take these motherfuckers. Protect yourselves. This is me protecting my community. Make sure you protect each other. Let's do this shit, people. We got a revolution to start.
Y'all see that truck? Fuck that truck. We still gonna be here. We still gonna protest. This a whole revolution. World War III. Cause I ain't gonna stop till I drop. I'm not. I'm not.
We tore down that fence. They brought it back up again. We gonna tear it back down. Hell yeah. They brought it back up again. We gonna tear it back down. Next thing you know, sooner or later, they gonna run out of fences. Then we own that. We own it. We built that. We own it. That's ours. We paid for it. It's ours. I saw feds. I went around with my cousin. I saw feds come out the back. I saw a nice car, and I shook him up for it earlier. I shook him up. He went in. I didn't even know. On me, on mistake, I shook up a fed. Feds really be out here. And I'm not gonna lie, they really do. Some people that are out here, they're just dressed all up in black, making us look bad. Making y'all look bad. The way the feds can start getting higher tech, they start just spraying it. You know how scared that is? You know how scary that is? Last night, a fed really had the sense. I got shot in my ankle. And I went through Warner Pacific because they wanted me to play ball for them in the future. $16,000 a game because my cousin had played for them. And they see me train with him. I really could go to university. But with them doing all that dumb stuff, that really makes me want to defund them. Either way, defund the police. Defund the police. Vote for Loretta and defund the police. Because we need a black mom. Because black moms are beautiful. Black moms are great. Black is magical. Yeah. Black is loyal. Woo! Now look, I'm not gonna stop till I drop. Nobody ain't gonna stop till they drop. And if you wanna go home, please, by all means, go. I don't care. I'm gonna stay right here. And I'm gonna stay. I've been out here for 5 days. 5 days straight. And I ain't got home. My neighborhood is so bad. This lady came out to me and called me a black nigga. And told me to go fuck myself. I told her, I walked up to her face and I said, look, you may be my neighbor, you may have called me a black nigga and a black bitch, but I ain't gonna fight your ass. I'm not. I'm gonna stay respectful, because she is my elder either way. Even though she was a dumb, ugly ass. I'm still gonna respect her. Alright? I was raised better than that. Yeah. All the cops that think that y'all really gonna get to me, hey, y'all better find a whole another way. Because I'm gonna stay respectful to my elders, no matter how older they are than me. Because if y'all are my elders, I have no right to disrespect you. Just like they have no right to disrespect us. Let them talk. Let the haters run their mouth. Sooner or later, once we get on their shit, they gonna stop talking. We gonna catch up with them. We gonna make them. No, we gonna make them wanna join us. So everybody that's here, y'all really with this shit? Yes. Y'all really with it? Yes. We was thinking about getting paintball guns and just blasting motherfuckers. I really wanna do that, but doing that just targets me. And all of y'all that are out here, it really just targets y'all. So, just remain calm, stay protesting, stay strong, because just like this, divided we are, we crumbled, we're done, we're gone. United, we stand. Hell yeah! But all I gotta say is Black Power matters.
Hey. Sorry about that. All right, yo. We ain't holding this shit up no more fucking time. Let's do this shit. Let's rock this motherfucker. Let's let them know we fucking here tonight. Let's shake up the fucking world tonight. And I gotta say this, because I'm a father. Yo, I appreciate the families coming out. And yo, mothers, I've been with you. I've been rocking with you, and I've been watching out for y'all. But my people, my community, our young children, we gotta take them home when this darkness comes. I don't want to see another kid tear gas puking on the side of the street. I don't want to see another kid get snatched up and took into this building. So as much as I'm with this shit, I want to see our little ones. I'm talking these 9 and 7-year-olds sitting up here getting snatched up, or sit up here and get taken away from their fucking families. Oh, fuck ICE. And I want to make this message loud and proud. When I say this next bit, we gonna sit up here and park this somewhere else, but I'll be right here with y'all. Fuck you, Donald Trump. We coming for your ass election season. We don't fucking. Thank y'all. Y'all know what to fucking say. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Keep it going. Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
The fuck? I don't know. These guys are random as hell. I don't even know what's going on. First night back in Eugene. The whole circus shows up.
Like, if it were like an MMA ring, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. But the street, you know, they got guns.
I'd rather be with you, yeah.
Jesus Chrysler, dude.
Put your hand on if I can just be a man. I wanna be your friend, not now and then, but until the end. I just love the way you act, and that's a fact. I wanna be your number one, so get to that. Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time. I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you until I'm through. Oh yes, I do. This is DJ Bunny. I'd rather be with you until that day will fly away. I just love that smiling face. Protest party in the early sun. Protest party. If I can't have you to myself, then life's no fun.
I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you.
Oh, babe. Well, you might think I'm trying to be funny, but I'm really serious this time, baby. Even though it's a cold world, baby, but you know deep down inside that I do love you. I know I sound strange, but I really mean it. We gonna make it this time, baby. You're the only one. I really love it. Coming at you with both hands. Top.
I'd rather be with you.
You got me. I'm coming at you. Get ready. I'm gonna stick my love in your eye,
Shorty like $1,000 plate, fine china. Tell her that she beautiful every day. I remind her. And I jump in a pussy like a lake. I'm a diver. And her last man was a pussy, had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the sky. It's her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her. Oh, she'll die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine. Going insane. Feel you picking up and moving things inside my brain. I know I don't have to argue about everything, but we don't have the same soul. With a soul charge to and got a bigger bankroll. You tell me that you love me, baby, say it again. Repeat it over and over until it's in my brain. Picked up the drugs, so I let my brain go. With a fried choice too, but I'm selfish about my perks. Oh, shorty like $1,000 plate, fine china. Tell her that she beautiful every day. I remind her. And I jump in a pussy like a lake. I'm a diver. And the last man was a pussy, had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the sky. It's her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her. Oh, she'll die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine.
I'm going to Pluto with my girl. I'm going to Jupiter with my girl. I'm going to Mars with my girl. I'm going to Saturn with my girl. I'm feeling like I'm running out of space. You need to send your location, I can't think. I done fell in love twice, but I got a beeline. Cause I'm living 10 lives, I go crazy about mine.
Shorty like $1,000 plate, fine china. Tell her that she beautiful every day, I remind her. And I jump in a pussy like a lake, I'm a diver. And the last man was a pussy, had a vagina. I get lost in her eyes like dust from the sky. It's her body or nobody, I refuse to compromise. So if she leaves, I'ma kill her, oh, she'll die. Did I say that out loud? I'm so crazy about mine.
Protest party.
Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated, so he get faded. But deep down inside, he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation? I need some real nigga reparations. Or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. Some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting, told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication.
My dedication. Twisted. My nigga, this is dedication. It was predicted in Revelations. Wicked visions depicted through scriptures and devastation. I'm convinced that if I spit a verse from Tupacalypse, I could lip sync a verse from the prophet who rocked on this with their respect and more. He helped the people chase their dreams and pursue them. Nothing but prayers to the family and the people that knew him. Life you feel a higher power had no reason to ruin. Plus his influence was congruent to what Jesus was doing. Man, respect it. Stay in my city though it can get hectic. We can rebuild, let's try to plan a method. Asking Will to twist the dip. I'm at the crib and I never left it. Chances I slim like an anorexic. Product of my environment, but not trying to reach an early retirement. Firing through the violence of Leviathan and get low. Help others and show love to your kinfolk. Stay courteous and try to keep people up out your window. Be nice when the young hungry new rapper walk to your limo and say please, 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 please listen to my demo. That's dedication. Uplifting my people like levitation. Black owned businesses make a better nation. That's dedication.
I spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they blurred on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking Sherm, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordan for my grave, that's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a lost shit, don't cry about it, just embrace it. Mine is setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. My nigga L said you do it on with nip. Kate, I hear better grip. I said he a man first, you hear the words out of slips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close, my nigga. It's bigger than deuces and foes, my nigga. Since elementary, we close, my nigga. Get straight like that. I'll give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations, we've been dealt bad hands with bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping out grand hams. You meant the premiere, politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn, Pac watching the way you choose. Dedication. Tupac of my generation.
After the fire comes the rain, after the pleasure that's pain. Even though we broke for the moment, we'll be balling the game. Time to make your mama understand we be prepared for the bus. Similar to niggas that's scary, get you near me, we rushing. Visions of overpacked prisons, visions of niggas thug living. Precious, three strikes, I hope they don't test us. And polar heater, ammunition, and crates. Move without a sound as we slide down. Pistols in place, they got me feeding for currency. The money be calling, it's like I'm dreaming. Seeing scenes of me balling, participated in felonious behavior. Got the cock, 4-5, snatching niggas' pages. Label the mark, soon as we start, it was hard to quit. We started out drinking 40s, moving hard as shit. Goddamn, now I'm a grown man. Follow no one, a nigga got my own plan. Watch.
You feel like summertime. You took this heart of mine. You'll be my Valentine in the summer. In the summer. You are my only one.
Joe Bad. If you're feeling us tonight, make sure you follow Protest Party TV on Twitch.
Round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning.
Look, came to get money, pat on my back cause I did it. I pull up in foreign, blowing smoke through the ceiling. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing. My cars go fast, my pockets is fat. I take your bitch and we go shopping in Saks. I'm a popular Mac, never stop for them brats. Dipped a lot of them racks, oh I fuck with this rap. Niggas hustling back, so they stuck in the set. Playing Russian roulette, me I'm puffing the best. I'm a fucking exec, money, power, respect. All my weapons is fresh, on the west I'm a wreck. I'm the fucking connect, I can cut you a check. I can put you in the game, let you hustle the rest. Got a lust for success, you know it come with the stress. So we party every night, what the fuck you expect? Look, round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Never gonna let no broke ass bitch. Now one broke bitch gon' change. Mr. Right back and shit brave. Whip a ghost like a bring it back slave. Mr. LA, I just caught a lick. Dug it out the mud like a forklift. I went some ballin' ass blood, some cold crips. Don't get drugged out the club like a coke bitch. I turned it later in the article. The nigga switched on me, it's like an audible. Dodging the fade, it ain't affordable. My pull-up game came with a yard. Stand up for certain. 40s with the 30s like it's Harlem from Burton. Cause niggas up in LA bro, these rappers want me to diss them, help them, still they murder.
Ride round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning.
You don't know if I'm a saint or a sinner yet, but you already singing all the praises. If we out for the night and you by my side, don't get emotional, cause niggas gon' slide with you in my ride. So I'd rather let you know, even though I'm good without you, I'm fucking with you regardless. And if that's gon' hurt you, at least you can say it's I'm honest. Good things don't always get to you the way that you want it. I'm good without you, but I'm fucking with you regardless. So tell me if it gets too much. Tell me if you're a bit too much. Boy, act right, cause it's cool if there's too much sauce in the food for you. Sorry that you can't keep up. You're looking like you bit too much. Boy, act right, cause it's cool. There's just too much sauce in the food for you. Too much sauce. I got too much sauce. Soon I still pull up when you need it. I gotta know you can deal with it. Stop reading through the lines while you showing. Stop playing with your mind, about to blow it. It takes a strong man, strong shoulders. You gotta level up if you want this. Stop chewing with your mouth wide open, like you can see. Even though I'm good without you, I'm fucking with you regardless. And if that's gon' hurt you, at least you can say it's I'm honest. Good things don't always get to you the way that you want it. I'm good without you, but I'm fucking with you regardless. So tell me if it gets too much. Tell me if you been too much. Boy, act right, cause it's cool if there's too much sauce in the food for you. Too much. Sorry that you can't keep up. You're looking like you bit too much. Boy, act right, cause it's cool. There's just too much sauce in the food for you. Too much sauce. Know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. Too much sauce. Know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. Can't hang with a boss. Know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. Too much sauce. Know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. Too much sauce. Right, yeah, right there, right. Too much sauce. Right, yeah, right there, right. Can't hang with a boss. Right, yeah, right there, right. Too much sauce. Right, yeah, right there, right.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like, yo, my men and my women, don't forget about the ding. Listen, I'm the most you came, yo. It's about a thing, yo. Feel real good, wave your hands in the air and let two shots in the atmosphere. It's been 3 weeks since you were looking for your friend, the one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamin? You act like you ain't him, they give him a little trim to begin. How you think you really gonna pretend like you wasn't down and you called him again? Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then, and you probably can. Talking out your neck saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the gin. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel in. Who you gonna tell when the repercussions spin? Showing off your ass cause you thinking it's a trend, girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby. Again. Come again. Come again. You know you better watch out. Some girls are only about that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. The second verse is dedicated to the man, more concerned with his rims and his Timbs and his women. Him and his man come in the club like hooligans. Don't care who they your fan, poppin' yang. Let's not pretend. The one that pack pissed out by the waistman, crissed out by the casement. Still the name of this basement. It's a pretty face man, claiming that they did a bid, man. Need to take care of their 3 and 4 kids. Even facing court case when the child support's late. Money taking, heartbreaking. Now you wonder why women hate men. The sneaky silent man, the punk domestic violence man, the quick to shoot the semen. Stop acting like boys and be men. How you gon' win when you ain't right within? How you gon' win when you ain't right within? How you gon' win when you ain't right within? How you gon' win when you gon' win? Yo, come again.
Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrical doctor. Coffee acting up the temperature for them see. Me know the man fi but friend me fi enemy. Yo I first me see people around me so plenty, but me pocket na empty. Me need space so long.
Them no life is see the use them healthy and wealthy. So before them help with them belt with them bench. Got to use some senti and them be a medsi. Build up mama house and buy the Benz them and Bentley.
Same way so me see the enemy a protest. Whoa, and him could come the closest. No, I can feel still I do the mostest. I want me to put in the work and trust the process.
But me trust in a judge because him know best. Remember the days them when me close less. Man I pre-progress, work hard no rest. Till I beer sweat, clear the way make sister.
Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrical doctor. Tell them to give me no limit. No, them say coffee but you a whole midget. Girl, but when me spit lyrics me don't fidget with it. Sure did it, goal with it like my goal dig it. Bro.
Give her the mic and give her 4 minutes. Yeah, and just listen while she flow lyrics. Yeah, coffee and the coffee, me said no gimmick. She a pro with it, treat the rhythm like she grow with it. Watch out.
Me too profound, kill them with the verse and with the pronouns. When me come around, lift up the whole town. Anyone me show up is a showdown. Yeah.
Sister coffee with the goal. Sound Spain town, picnic, pick up the whole town. Somebody quick give her the gown. Crown, full of beer, diamond and gold. Stone. See ya.
Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrics constructor. Coffee come in like a rapture, and everybody get captured. Play slip up like helicopter when them see the lyrical doctor.
Coffee full of punch like a boxer. Lyrics I give them lockjaw. Chopping like a oxa. Them a baby, give them some lacta. Coffee, Govy, Spanish Town's finest. Yes, sir. Jenna. Yeah.
Coffee come in like a
about being afraid. Though I make you cry, I might do it with Keisha and Nisha. But that was back then. No letting go, no holding back. Because you are my lady. When I'm with you, it's all of that. Girl, I'm so glad we dated. No letting go, no holding back. No holding back, no, yeah. When I'm with you, it's all of that, yeah, yeah. Really appreciate you loving me after all that we've been through. Really appreciate you loving me all time. Got somebody, she's a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me like it's her duty. Wanna ride by my side night and day. No letting go, no holding back. Because you are my lady. When I'm with you, it's all of that. Girl, I'm so glad we
Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside, and you know that the man has gotta deal with it. I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way, 'cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck brother that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, 'cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret, everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. 'Cause I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn. And we can all through the night till the early morn. The morning I will take you around the hood on a gangster lean. 'Cause we can, any time of day, it's all good for me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening.
DJ G
just
died.
like me. I got a roughneck brother that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, 'cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret, everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. 'Cause I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn. And we can all through the night till the early morn. The morning I will take you around the hood on a
Where y'all at, protest party? Where y'all at?
'Cause we can, any time of day, it's all good for me.
Protest party.
Protest party. Protest party.
Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that
shit down. Break it down, speed it up, then slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, now slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas.
Cardiana. I was home with my kid, Mamiana. Real bitch, I don't be with all that drama. Minding my business, I'm bothered. I ain't dragging, I'm lit like a tick. But clapping back, bitch, I'm clapping on the dick. Bust it, I'm a savage. Bitch, throw it back like a 10-year challenge. Take him to the crib, then I push him on the sofa. Have his breath smelling like pussy and mimosa. We ain't finished, tell him beat it up. And if the pussy stop breathing, give it CPR. It's so tight, think it slipped in my butt. I don't swallow plan B, I just swallow the nut. Pussy dope, I'm the dope dealer. And if your pussy good, shouldn't have to maintain a broke nigga. Real shit, real life, everybody gang bang. No, they ain't real right. Since I came in the game, been a real one. And ain't shit changed, bitch, I'm still one. All facts, no cap. Daddy, how you like that? Ain't got no time for no subliminals. After a while, bitch, being petty.
GJG died.
Yeah, straight lame. My pussy a buzz down, yours plain Jane. I make him go insane. I fucking with my red flag on him. When I come, I say gang on the gang.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, then slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, now slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas. Blue face, baby. Yeah, I'm every woman's fantasy. Mama always told me I was gonna break hearts. I guess it's her fault, stupid. Don't be mad at me. I wanna see you bust down. Bend that shit over on the gas. Yeah, make that shit clap. She threw it back, so I had to double back on the game. Smacking high off them drugs. I tried to tell myself 2 times was enough. Then the nigga relapsed on the dead lows. Ain't no running, Tatiana. You gon' take these damn strokes, Tatiana. I beat the pussy up, now it's a murder scene. Keep shit player, Tatiana, like you ain't never even heard of me. Blue face, baby. Buzz down, Tatiana. I wanna see you buzz down. Bend that shit over. Yeah, alright. Now make that shit clap on the game. Now toot that thing up. Throw that shit back. I need my issue on the dead low. Buzz down, Tatiana. Buzz down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, then slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, now slow that shit down on the gas. Slow it down, bust it, bust down, bust it, bust it, bust down on the gas.
Do it still get wet? Is it tight? Boy, that nigga do it tonight. Raw dog a red bone and have a red face, baby.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
Protest party.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. Your boyfriend is a dork. Make loving. I just pulled up in the ghost. Fucked that bitch up out in London. Then I fucked up on a cousin or her sister. I don't know nothing. And my niggas getting ignorant. Like a lighter, bitch, we ignorant. All this water on my neck look like I fell when I went fishing. So much diamonds on my bust now. Ooh, fuck, what's the time?
Oh, yeah.
Me and smoke, perp, sipping, drain. Ooh, fuck, she take lines. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
Protest party.
You're such a fucking hoe.
When the first time they asked you want sparkling or still? Are you trying to act like you was drinking sparkling water before you came out here? You're such a fucking, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I like my dick suck, I buy you a sick truck. I buy you some new tits, I get you that nip tuck. How you start a family, the condom slipped up. I'm a sick fuck, I'm inappropriate. I like hearing stories, I like that hoe shit. I wanna hear more shit, I like the whole shit. Send me some more shit, you typing hoe, bitch.
Party.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
You know, in the old days they couldn't say the shit they wanted to say. They had the fake orgasms and shit. We can tell niggas today, hey, I wanna come, motherfucker.
Protest party.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la.
Protest party.
This is how we do it. I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. I designate a driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. The honeys in the streets say
DJ
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Protest party.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. It's so good in my hood tonight.
This is how we do it.
So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because
This is how we do it.
Ooh, South Central does it like nobody does.
This is how we do it.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
This is how we do it.
DJ G Dog.
School track now.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Where you at,
bored
y'all?
in the motherfucking house bored and I'm bored in the motherfucking house.
I know where I'm at.
Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. I'm bored in the motherfucking house bored and I'm bored in the motherfucking house bored. Hey.
Ay, I need me a thick chick sitting on the couch and I'm going through my Netflix. Bored in the motherfucker, I ain't even doing shit. Tell her pull up, make it shake like Nesquik. Neck frozen with nowhere to go, bitch. Poppin' COD on the PS4. Tell the bitch chill like refrigerator doors. We can heat up some ramen, can't go to the store. Can't even go on tour. Nigga so bored, I'm losing my mind. All these girls tell them one at a time. Nigga still hating, tell them catch me outside. I'm finito. At home like Depot. Ay, she gon' suck it like mosquito. I ain't lying, she a Leo. Ay, married to the money, dressed in tuxedos. Yeah, I control your mind like I'm Magneto. Got my Vans on and they look like sneakers. Yeah. Explore like Dora on a hunt like Easter.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the motherfucking house, bored, and I'm bored in the motherfucking house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. I'm bored in the motherfucking house, bored, and I'm bored in the motherfucking house, bored. Hey. Hey, I'm in the crib like an infant with some Badu playing burning incense. Badu, tonic, gin mixed in. Snoop house shoes getting down in the kitchen. Hey, I'ma socialize at a distance. I'm living my best life, minding my business. And my anti-socials for the win-win. Lockdown, I'ma staying in. Ramen noodles every night from my den. Hulu binge, watching episodes of Ben 10. Yeah. And I got T-Raw for assistance. Bad boy, I'ma at the ball like a piston. In quarantine, I'm the quarterback. MVP, I'm scoring that. In the fool here. Shout out DoorDash. With the napkins. I need more of that. Hey, can't find the remote. Out of control. Out of my mind. Out of my hands. Out of my soul. Under the code. Got my locks blocked. Blinded in gold. I'm in a house and I'm so damn bored. I'm in a house like Corey. Where you could find me like Dory. He keeping me on the story. Sunning them all like a Maury. My competition is boring. I'm bored in the house and I'm bored. Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucking house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucking house bored. Bored in the house. Bored in the house bored. Bored in the house. Bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucking house bored. And I'm bored in the motherfucking house bored. Hey.
Come with me, y'all.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money, break it down. Girl, sing you hallelujah. Girl, sing you hallelujah. Girl, sing you hallelujah. Cause uptown funk don't give it to you. Cause uptown funk don't give it to you. Cause uptown funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Protest party. 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 Protest party.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, hey, hey. Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign a check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show up. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police.
need you right now. I need you right now.
Come with me. Come with me.
So go ahead, go nuts, go ape shit. Protest party. I need you right now. I need you right now.
I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been running all night now. That's how long I've been longer. That's how long, 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 that's how long I've been on ya.
I need you right now. I need you right now. I need you right now. I need you right now.
Pussy, I'm just popping bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All these chicks popping pussy, I'm just popping bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clap, let's get it, and they ain't using hands. Short hair like Neil Long. Loose one, she don't need a loan. She start twerking when she hear a song. Strip up all her income. We get trippy and then some. So nasty when she rollin'. She put that ass off in my hands. I remote control it. She give me down when the roof gone. At the KOD, she leave with me. She got friends. Bring three. I got drugs. I got drink. Bend it over. Juicy J gon' poke it like wet paint. You say no to ratchet pussy. Juicy J can't. Racks everywhere, they showing racks, I'm throwing racks. In that VIP, rubber on, I'm stretching that. Rich niggas tipping, broke niggas looking. And it ain't a strip club if they ain't showing pussy. Bands that make her dance, bands that make her dance. All these chicks popping pussy, I'm just popping bands. Bands that make her dance, bands that make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All these chicks popping pussy, I'm just popping bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clap, let's get it, and they ain't using hands.
2 chains, 4 bracelets. Let me see that ass clap. Standing ovation. If your girl don't swallow kids, man, that hoe basic. Got 2 bitches with me, take a shot at one hoe, using her friend for a chaser.
Bands will make her bust it. Let me see you touch it.
Money talk, you ain't got no end or discussion.
Bands will make her do it. Pocket full of money.
Young nigga get head while the engine running. Let me see you wiggle, do it for a real nigga. I be laughing to the bank, all you do is giggle. Ballin' in my coupe, call it sports car. Drop the top and freak it, treat that bitch just like a porn star.
Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands.
was wrong, and that haunted me all the way home. So you never know, never know enough till it's over, love, till we lose control. Sister, screaming no. I'm not loving you the way I wanted to. See, I wanna move, but can't escape from you. So I keep it low, keep a secret code, so everybody else don't have to know. So keep your love locked down, your love locked down, keeping your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down. You lose. I'm not loving you the way I wanted to. I can't keep my cool, so I keep it true. I got something to lose, so I gotta move. I can't keep myself and still keep you too. So I keep in mind when I'm on my own, somewhere far from home, in the danger zone. How many times did I tell you before it finally got through? You lose, you lose. I'm not loving you the way I wanted to. See, I had to go, see, I had to move. No more wasting time, you can't wait for life. We're just wasting time, where's the finish line? So keep your love locked down, your love locked down, keeping your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down. You lose. So keep your love locked down, your love locked down, keeping your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down. You lose. You
If I took you everywhere, then will you wouldn't know how to walk? If I spoke on your behalf, then will you wouldn't know how to talk? If I gave you everything and everything is what I bought, I can take it all back. I never care about what you thought.
I might spin a block on 12 horses, buy the block and get a boss bitch. Chrome man, but when the Henny hit, I might Millie rock to get a ball fit. In the new days with my old ways, game changed, but the name don't. My horse shades is they main hoes. Got a lot of them, my whole stable. I don't lie to them, it's no fables. Rap Don country flavor. Now we worldwide, we made a big brand. Now our catalog is so major. Rodeo or Rodale, portfolio is so player. Tomato or tomato, Nas X or Big Nas, this shit rise. Nas and Nas X. Yeah. Big Nas and Little Nas. Yeah.
Flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Hold on. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Let's go. Hit it, split it, drill it, come up, miss it. Hit it, split it, quit it, is you with it? Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, miss it. Hit it, split it, drill it, come up, miss it. Hit it, split it, quit it, is you with it? I'm just tryna hit it, you not with it, get up, miss it. Fool, you can't catch him slipping, if he slip, he get up, drillin'. Ayy, my youngin' be trippin', ain't no question if he with it. Ayy, his fingers, they itchin', they itch for that extension. Ayy, clutch it, up it, bust it, load my clip up, gotta stuff it. You ain't clutchin', bustin' nothing, you not hard, you soft as muffins. Put no 100 at the 100, I don't be trippin', I be like fuck it, and she love it, damn right she love it. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Get it, get it, get it to my neck, shit, yeah, let's go. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Hit it, quit it, split it, you ain't with it, get missing, ayy. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, missing. Hold on. Get it, flip it, hit it, split it, quit it, get up, missing, ayy. Hit it, split it, drill it, come up, missing. Hit it, split it, quit it, is you with it, let's go.
Her and her blood sister, I call that a double blessing. When I bust and you don't catch it, DVD, you get ejected. Coronavirus necklace, CKP, my wrist infected. Down to the last of the dope, so I scratch it. A 4 to a quarter, got a finesse. Low profile, look like the wheels on flat. Smell the runs, cause the windows cracked. Swerving hard, I done spilled my yak. Big old speaker like the bass in the back. Hit licks with my niggas, then we split it down the middle. Thinking this is just a riddle. Burn your block up like a griddle. Right now. Gang, already everything on flying gang. Send the chain to my...
Bitch, I'm the boss, no, ain't no talking to me. I need a check, no, I ain't talking for free. I took that bitch, she ain't been home in a week. Pussy so good that I might buy a G.
I need hitters on the rape now. Nigga, watch that money talk. Need all my bitches in a bus down. Nigga, that's that money talk. Ever since she got her on, told her I can't hold her. She put on for the game, show that she a soldier. And it don't matter who she with, she thinking what I told her. And I told her I always make sure money talking for you. And I told her I'm chasing a chick, I'ma call her back. I ain't calling a week and I follow back. I got sticks in the Jeep, I'm on all of that. Lot of racks in my jeans, that's 100 pack. I don't even much look, I ain't saying that. All my bitches in a bus, I run with that beef like a running back. And money talk, I get you touched now. Follow behind me, I'm sliding with all my bitches in a jet. Watching a nigga can't figure me out like bitch, go get the bag. Hold on, watch me sweat. Keep protection on my waist. Nameless 130 cash. When I'm walking
bitch, up I'm the
into my
boss,
show.
no, ain't no talking to me. I need a check, no, I ain't talking for free. I took that bitch, she ain't been home in a week. Pussy so good that I might buy a G.
I need hitters on the rape now. Nigga, watch that money talk. Need all my bitches in a bus down. Nigga, that's that money talk.
They say the money on the way, I had to tell them rush it. I bought the Cartier with a plane, but then I told them bust it. You ain't talking about no money, I ain't heard nothing. Ain't no discussion. Anytime she call, I'm coming. I left the Maybach running. I keep the cash on hundreds. Pull out the stick, they drumming. Bitch, I'm the boss, you nothing. I be talking about a check. Look at my bitch, her wrist on wet. Everything I busted down, put Eliante round her neck. I bought the wagon off the lot. Put so good, I bought Chanel right there on the spot. Bitch, I'm the boss, I knock you off.
Thank y'all for joining us at Protest Party. I'm G-Day, DJ G-Dot.
Bitch, I'm the boss, no, ain't no talking
Thank y'all
to me.
for coming out. God bless
I
you.
need
Good
a
night.
check, no, I ain't talking for free. I took that bitch, she ain't been home in a week. Pussy so good that I might buy a G.
I need hitters on the rape now. Nigga, watch that money talk. Need all my bitches in a bus down. Nigga, that's that money talk.
We don't need all these cops. We don't need no billy club. Y'all done enough.
No justice, no peace, no racist police.
Enough is enough.
Somebody imagined shackles on black wrists, and yet people believed it to make it true. Somebody imagined borders, and enough people believed it to make it true. Somebody imagined police, and enough people believed it to make it true. So we have to be the diviners of change, the disruptors of truth. We must imagine differently.
We have to stop the nonsense and take back our community, and we have to police ourselves. Fight like Ali for your life.
This event has been deemed an unlawful assembly. You need to disperse to the east now. Failure to comply with this lawful order may subject you to arrest and forced
System of policing has got to go.
Say her name. Who looks a bit dressed for a riot? Under them.
Our lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
It could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been anybody out here, man.
One injustice, one place is an injustice in every place. And we gotta come together.